You can prepare now. You can open a separate Excel sheet, not Excel document, sheet 2 I will say. Rename that sheet by right clicking on that as debt model. Debt model. And we will start preparing a date model. Okay, my request to you all is, first you prepare with me, follow me as it is, and once we complete this date model, I'll give you a minute to understand, to think on that date model, okay, at your end, and then we'll proceed. 1 or 2 minutes will take to grasp this model. And also one more request is, if you want to really understand and keep in mind how it is done, you can practice it later once we prepare it. Okay, you can redo it. Again, no hard coding. Increase the size of your column A. Increase the size of your column A. And let's proceed. Let's proceed. Now, on the top, you will give heading debt modeling for project FCAR. Debt modeling for project FCAR. We'll do little more formatting once we write this all. Debt modeling for project FCAR. Now, no hard coding. We will take all the details from the project input sheet, PIS. So let's start. First, you give heading total project cost. Total project cost. In bracket, you may write rupees in crores. Rupees in crores. How much is the total project cost?
64,600 crore rupees.
Correct, 64,600. So we will bring it from, you just say here is equal to, in column B exactly in a cell in front of this total project cost, say is equal to, go to PIS and take this 64,600 cell and enter. So we brought a total project cost. Okay, again no hard coding, just will keep on taking the details from PIS. Next you will write is debt proportion. Again say is equal to, take it from, you can see here debt equity proportion. In this you have debt 40%, so take this 40% cell and enter debt proportion. Then amount of debt. Rupees in crores. Okay, which is obviously equal to total project cost multiplied by, press multiplied by sign, 40%. So it is B2 into B3. So 25,840 is the total, is the debt proportion, or amount of debt. Next you will write is interest on debt, interest on debt, say is equal to, bring it from the PIS, cost of debt interest rate 11%. Just bring this 11%. Just bring this 11%. If you want, in the next cell you may write PA, stands for per annum. Per annum. Okay. Next you will write now, after interest on debt, moratorium period. Moratorium period. We have seen this, what is moratorium period, in the previous session when we wrote this PIS. You can see here moratorium period is 2 years. So we will bring this 2 here, is equal to, go to PIS, bring 2, and in the side cell you may write years. Okay, then you will write loan repayment period. Loan repayment period, say is equal to, go to this, bring this 10 years. In the side cell you may write years. Side cell you may write years, loan repayment period. Okay, up to this we have written on this. Okay, now next thing is that we know is that yeah, we will write the next thing we have to calculate is interest accrued during moratorium period. So you may write the heading interest accrued during moratorium period. Interest accrued during moratorium period. Okay, now we have to calculate this interest. So see how to calculate it, how to calculate this interest. Okay, interest accrued during moratorium period. So we have taken a loan of rupees 25,840 crores. On that there is a 11% per annum is the interest. Okay, and for 2 years we have to for 2 years we have to make it accrued. So how we will write a formula now. How formula is being formulated here, you can pay attention carefully. Say is equal to, in bracket, 1 plus okay, B5 11%, bracket complete, raised to B6 which is 2 years multiplied by, so what we are trying to calculate is 2 years interest on compounding basis. It is 1 plus r raised to n. We know the formula. So I wrote 1 plus r is 11%, n is 2 multiplied by the amount of loan, and I say equal enter. I say enter. Now my problem is that when I say enter, it is giving me not interest but the total amount. I want to just know the interest. So I will again go back to this formula and I will press minus. Again I give amount of loan and enter. Okay, we may remove the decimal points. Okay, so I'm getting the interest accrued during moratorium period as 5,997 crores. 5,997 crores. Okay, is this clear? Is this clear? Interest accrued during moratorium period? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next heading you will give debt including moratorium interest payable. Write down debt INCL Mora interest. I'm writing bit in short. Repayable in 10 EAIs. 10 EAIs. We know that 10 years repayment period is there, and we are going to pay equated annual installments. Equated annual installments. Okay, so that total loan is equal to, obviously, now we will calculate it as the amount of debt plus the interest. So after adding this 2 years interest, the total loan is 31,837 crores, which is repayable in 10 years. Repayable in 10 years.
So can you show the formula once again for the interest accrued?
Sure, sure. You want me to do or just show?
No,
Aishwarya?
just show the formula.
Okay, yeah. It is 1 plus r raised to n into the amount of debt minus amount of debt. Minus amount of debt. So I did 1 plus b5 raised to b6 into b4 minus b4. Minus b4.
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay.
Sir, also for the next cell, debt including moratorium.
Yeah, debt including moratorium is b4, which is the amount of debt, plus b8, which is the interest accrued. So just I added the interest, and after at the end of second year you will have 31,837 as a loan, as a total loan repayable in next 10 years. Next 10 years, coming 10 years. Okay. Now we will write the next is, next you will write equated annual installment EAI. Okay, this is also rupees in crores. Needless to write, we have already mentioned above. So we will write now. Now how to calculate this equated annual uh, installment, and for that we are going to use formula function. So all of you follow me properly. Follow me properly. Just go to this cell and say need not say anything, just click FX. Click FX. Okay, I have in most recently used, but you can do one thing. You can just remove this. Yeah, in this search for function you may write PMT and say go. So you will have here a very first formula, which is PMT. Say OK, and then this window will be open in front of you. PMT. Now it is asking you at what rate do you want to calculate it. So that rate you will give as B5, which is 11%. Which is 11%. The period for which you have to give it is B7, which is 10 years. And the present value of this particular loan is B9, which is 31,837. And just say OK. Okay, now you're getting the answer in minus. The Excel has a auto formula which gives you the amount in minus. So what I will suggest is just go in the formula bar, and behind this PMT just put the minus sign and say enter is equal to. Just put the minus sign behind the PMT and enter. So that gives you 5,406.05. Okay, let's remove the decimal points. 5,406. That is the equated annual installment. So what you will do is every year you will pay 5,406 crores as equated annual installment to the bank. Now this installment which you are paying is both. That is, it is your principal plus interest. Principal plus interest. Okay, bit of formatting on the top. I'll go debt modeling for project FCAR. I merge and center. Okay, I may change color and I will make the borders visible. So this is a basic data and I have calculated equated annual installment. Okay, now what I have to do is next, okay, leave around 2 to 3 lines. I am leaving maybe 1 line is okay or 2 line is okay, and then you write after 2 lines particulars. We will prepare a loan schedule now. So I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can drag and also get it in the Excel. So I have typed it. And above this, after this 10 years, okay, it's not 10 years. Obviously, the life is 12 years. So we'll write 11 and 12. 11 and 12, you can write with me. Then the line above this particulars and years, you may merge and center and call it as loan schedule. How are we going to repay every year? And this is what we need for preparation of further statements. So it is important. Preparing further statements will need this. We'll make the lines, border lines visible afterwards. Okay, now we will take it one by one slowly. We will take one by one. So you can say first, have you prepared these particulars and all the years?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then write opening balance. Next, below this you write loan taken. Below this you write moratorium interest accrued. Principal repayment closing balance. Like this you will write. Okay, give all the 5 points here, that is opening balance, loan taken, moratorium interest accrued, principal repayment, closing balance. Then in year 1 there is no opening balance because we have taken loan in year 1. So we will take the amount of loan taken. So in year 1, go to loan taken and just put is equal to. Again take it from the above, which is my B4 25,840. 25,840. 25,840. Okay, now we have to calculate the moratorium interest accrued. So at the end of first year, only 1 year, the moratorium interest will be equal to, you have taken a loan 25,840. So take that cell multiplied by multiplied by 11%. 11%, which is my B5. B5. Here, if you want, instead of B4, you may take B15 also. If you want, instead of B4, you want to take B15, which is from loan schedule. 25,840 makes no difference, but you can take it.
Sir, sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, why not to take the direct amount, that is B8, 5997, that is also interest accrued during moratorium period, right?
Correct, but that is the interest accrued after 2 years moratorium. Getting me? It is 2 years interest. I am calculating only for year 1. So at the end of year 1, interest accrued will be only for year 1.
Okay, sir.
Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So at the end of year 1, interest accrued is of 1 year only, 11%, and there is no principal repayment because there is a moratorium. So I'll write a closing balance. So you write closing balance with a formula. Say is equal to, obviously it is equal to opening balance. I'm giving in that year only opening balance plus loan taken plus moratorium interest minus principal repayment. Now there is no principal repayment, but I am taking all the aspects of that and saying is equal to. I repeat what I've written. I took opening balance, which is B14, plus loan taken B15, plus moratorium interest accrued B16, minus repayment of principal. So I have got the amount as 28,682.4. We will later remove all the decimals. Okay. If you want, we can do it right now also. I think, let me check. No, blank sales है तो नहीं होगा, तो साथ में करते हैं बाद में. Opening balance. Now we will give the first year is over. So we'll give opening balance now for the second year. Now second year has an opening balance. What will be the opening balance in the second year?
Sir, first year closing balance.
So the closing balance of previous year.
Correct. So you can just give is equal to closing balance sale of previous year. So it automatically comes here. Okay. Now loan taken is not there in the second year. We have taken loan only in the beginning of first year. Now how much is the interest that we have in the second year? Now interest in the second year is equal to moratorium interest in the second year is equal to, okay, obviously it is opening balance multiplied by 11%. Opening balance multiplied by 11%. Okay, so that is your interest accrued in the second year.
Sir,
tell me.
Sir, can't we do the B8 minus the moratorium interest of first year?
We can do it. We will have to see whether it gives a robust outcome. If we change something, then it changes or not. It will change, but we have to test it. See, in financial modeling, you can do anything, but you have to test it that if you make a small change, is it changing? Getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you can see here moratorium interest accrued in the year 1 and 2. Okay, year 1 and 2, if you see, just I made yellow, you just make the total. It is 2842.4 plus 3155.06. That is 5997.46. So you can see it is exactly equal to this. So total is this 5997. Okay, but we want it separately. Okay, now closing balance in all the years is same. Whereas opening balance in all the years is same. So what I will do is, now see, Up to this, I have just added this moratorium interest of 2 years. Now closing balance, I will just drag till end. See what I am doing. You have to do exactly the same. Closing balance, we don't have to do calculate year by year. No, not like that. We will now drag the closing balance till the end. So my closing balance, you can see at the end of second year is 31,837.46, which is exactly equal to the debt plus moratorium interest, which is now repayable after year 3 for next 10 years. Okay, I drag the opening balance also. So it is giving me the same because there is no repayment started yet. So till the end it is 31,837. Okay. Now we have to start the repayment. Okay, I made the borders visible. Now, how much is the repayment? Can you tell me how much is the repayment every year?
Sir, the
Sir,
EAI
5,406
crores.
Correct. EAI 5,406. But is it the principal repayment? Is it the principal repayment?
So principal plus
Yes.
interest.
Principal plus interest. Equated annual installment is principal interest. Principal plus interest. So leaving one line, or maybe just below this also will do, but leaving one line is better. You may write below this interest paid as a part of EAI. Interest paid as a part of EAI. Interest paid as a part of EAI. Okay. Now interest you're paying from year 3. Interest you're paying from year 3. Okay. And interest that you're paying is on the opening balance at 11%. Opening balance at 11%. So you may write is equal to take the opening balance of year 3. Take the opening balance of year 3 into. Now I have to drag it. So I will take 11%. Opening balance into 11%. But this 11% should remain same for all the further drag calculation, because 11% is the interest rate throughout the period. So let's press F4 or function F4, which makes the cell freezed. Okay, cell is freezed, and enter. And you may drag it. Now currently, as we have not calculated the principal repayment, so the interest is same. Yes, tell me.
Sir, can you please repeat it once again?
Sure, I will do that. Yeah, interest paid as a part of EAI, equated annual installments, you will say is equal to, you will take the opening balance of year 3 multiplied by 11%, which is my B5, which is there on the in the above information. But this B5 11% must be fixed for all the years. So I freeze it by pressing function F4 or F4 and enter. It depends on your desktop or laptop. In my laptop, it gives me function F4 to freeze it, and in my desktop, it is giving me F4 only. So 3,502.121 is the interest paid as a part of EAI, which you will drag it till the end. You will drag it till the end. And now we have to calculate the principal repayment. Now how much is the principal repayment? I'll tell you. Principal repayment, so come to the principal repayment in year 3 is equal to take the EAI wala cell, which is equated annual installment, which is my B10. and freeze it, function F4. Every year equated annual installment is same minus interest. Minus interest. Interest is what we have calculated, my D20 here. You just calculated interest before this. So I will not freeze this. I'll just say enter. So my principal repayment in year 3 is 1904 crores. 1904 crores. And I will
Can you
drag it.
show the formula once?
Yeah, sure. I'll redo it for you. Pay attention. What principal repayment is equal to, see principal, how you will get principal is equated annual installment minus interest is your principal. Okay, that is a logic. So I will say is equal to equated annual installment, but every year equated annual installment remains same. So I will freeze it minus interest. Minus interest. I entered, so I got 1904 and I will drag it. I will drag it. Okay, now what you can do is you can remove the decimal points.
Sir,
Tell me.
so this 3502.121, the interest paid as a part of EAI, that is compound interest only, right? And then when we drag the principal repayment, it will change accordingly for each.
Yeah, it is changing. You can see.
Okay, sir.
It is see 3502, then 3292. So interest will be reducing every year because you're paying principal, and the principal will be increasing. Now, if you see the last year, year 12, it is giving you a scientific expression of this. So this is actually technical expression minus 1.91 E minus 11. So you just go to this cell and just say number. Just come to this ribbon and say number. So after you just change the impression of this, it gives you what is the last figure you're getting here, which I am just making it yellow.
So it's 0.
It is coming to 0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what our objective is. That we want to show that in first 2 years moratorium interest is accrued. Then what happened is thereafter I remove all the decimals till the end, so it becomes easy. Yeah. So 31,837 we have to pay in next 10 years from year 3 to year 12. So how we have paid? So you can see here the principal amount which I just made green. Okay, and you can see the interest amount which just I made blue. Okay, so you can see your total amount of EAI, which is 5,406. You are paying a part of that as your interest and part of that as your principal. So this is the principal 1904, then it increases to 2113, then 2346, 2604, etc. And last year you exactly pay whatever is pending, and interest is only 536 in the last year, and 0 amount is pending at the end of. So in 10 years you are exactly repaying your loan. Okay. Now also this principal row, it is expressed in currency. So I may express this in number only by removing the decimal points. I may express this in numbers. So exactly we have to see how are we going to repay this loan in 10 years. So every year how much interest we are going to pay and how much principal we are going to pay. Now see how it is important, how this loan schedule is important, because if you see this interest, this row B20, this interest will go straight into profit and loss account, which you will prepare because interest is expenditure. So you will take every year interest. We are going to prepare profit and loss account for 12 years. and we are going to take this interest into profit and loss account. So this goes in P&L. But if you see this B17 row, which is your principal, that will go in your balance sheet liability side. How is your loan? Sorry, it is B18 closing balance. How is your loan every year? So first year loan is 28,682, second year is 31,837, and then you start repaying from year 3, 4, and how it becomes zero. This entire closing balance will go into balance sheet. When you prepare, it will go into the balance sheet liability side as your debt component. Okay. So this is how we prepare loan schedule. You can ask your questions if any.
Sir.
Tell me.
Sir, why I'm a little bit confused. So why is the interest paid as a part of EAI, not a part of the loan schedule? Like, because in the